New information coming in now on that early morning manhunt down on Broadway. The two suspects have been identified as Joseph Boyd and Andrew Como, both soldiers from Fort Campbell. Police tried to break up what appeared to be a fight when the two fled. One of them had a gun. They were arrested on 3rd Avenue and they'll be charged with public intoxication, evading arrest, and one of the men is facing a gun charge.
New this morning, a North Nashville home goes up in flames and it is now being called a total loss. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley live for us this morning at the North Nashville Fire Station. But Cuthbert, the good news is this family of 6 got out okay.
They did, Amy. There were 6 inside of this home, including several small children. They were able to get out of the fire this morning, so thankfully there are no injuries to report this morning. And there's also a little bit of interesting information, too. These folks here, the guys at Station 11, these firefighters, were actually coming back from another call, and they just stumbled upon this house fire this morning. So no doubt those extra minutes that they were there spending fighting this fire definitely saved some lives this morning. Take a look at this video. You're seeing some heavy flames and thick smoke. This house broke out, or the fire, excuse me, broke out around 1 o'clock on Buchanan Street. Firefighters say the flames really ripped through the roof of this home, so it is being called a total loss this morning. And so they definitely are going to have investigators out there to figure out the exact cause of the fire. That's because officials say that the family smelled an electrical type of smell throughout the night and throughout the day yesterday. But again, they will be out there trying to figure out exactly what caused this fire at some point today. Now take a listen to what the fire chief had to say about this fire.
Well, it meant a lot to the family. We try to save as much as we can, and this house is not going to be a whole lot. But they found a family picture and a Bible that wasn't destroyed, so they brought it out.
So truly some good news, and no doubt what's been a pretty devastating night for them this morning. They were able to recover 2 keepsakes for that family from the fire this morning. Even though this house is a total loss, it's definitely some good news that they were able to make out with that family Bible and that family picture as well. But again, investigators will be back out on scene this morning to determine the exact cause of the fire. For now, we're live here in North Nashville this morning. Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you for the update. New this morning for you, a sex offender who failed to check in is now wanted by the police. 34-year-old Antonio Rivera Gonzalez was last known to be living in Oak Grove. He's about 5'6" and weighs 180. He is wanted for failing to comply with the sex offender registration. If you know where he is, Kentucky State Police would love to hear from you.
A man who rammed 2 police cars during a chase is facing a laundry list of charges this morning. Metro Police found 20-year-old Billy Ray Perry slumped over the wheel of a stolen SUV yesterday morning. And when they woke him, he drove off and slammed into the police cruisers. He bailed and started running, but he didn't get very far. Officers arrested him and found a stolen gun in the stolen SUV. Investigators say Perry admitted to burglarizing homes in West Nashville. Police say he would check for unlocked doors, and once inside, he would look for keys and steal people's cars. He is also suspected of similar crimes in Cheatham and Williamson counties. This morning, Perry is facing 18 separate charges, including auto theft, assault with a deadly weapon, and a gun charge. He is in jail on a $150,000 bond. And a former police officer and his uncle have been caught in a scam. Former Jackson officer Blake Huckabee filed a police report alleging that someone stole his truck and his insurance company paid that claim. But later, TBI agents found the truck. It had an altered VIN number, and Huckabee's uncle, Jimmy Baird, was driving it. Huckabee's charged with filing a false report. Both men face insurance fraud charges, tampering with evidence, and more.
After months of legal wrangling, the Vanderbilt rape trial is back on track, set for Monday now. This comes after defense attorneys decided not to appeal Judge Watkins' decision to stay on the case. That appeal would have caused another delay. However, we have learned that a different attorney may ask the judge for a continuance because of an issue with one of his expert witnesses. That should be resolved at a hearing a little bit later this morning. When that trial does begin on Monday, we will provide live gavel-to-gavel coverage on News Channel 5 Plus right here and, of course, on newschannel5.com.
And just into our newsroom, the manager of a campus bookstore has been arrested for stealing from the store. Police say Daniel Hughes stole nearly $3,000 in deposits from the Avon Williams Center bookstore at TSU. He faces theft charges. More police and a new campus safety commission are coming to TSU after a shooting near campus. A female student was shot several times late Wednesday night, and her friend was grazed by a bullet. Police say the gunman was trying to rob her of her backpack.
They were walking back. There were two, that she was not alone. So in crimes of opportunity, it happens anywhere in America. It just so happened that it was at 31st and John Merrick.
TSU students held a rally last night to protest recent violence around campus. The victim is now out of the hospital and police are still looking for the gunman.